Hello, my name is David Millette. Welcome to 2214 Sacred Mountain Court, North Las Vegas. This house was built by Richmond American in 2001, and here in Las Vegas we've had a terrible downturn in the economy, and the original owners ended up abandoning the house. Unfortunately, the property also endured some vandalism, quite a bit of vandalism. When I bought the house and considered it to be remodeled, I did my estimates on it. There was like 4 broken windows in the house. The walls, there was much damage to the walls, and there was 9 doors that were ripped out and vandalized that had to be replaced. And the kitchen cabinets had been molested. So basically there was about $12,000 to $15,000 in improvements. The yard had no landscaping. The only thing that was really here was that this palm tree was living, because palms live very well. In fact, this particular species of palm lives very, very well in southern Nevada. That palm tree, that pine tree, is here and was living very well. And then that big, I don't know, it looks like a Palo Verde or something. I'm really not sure the species of that tree. Well, the only 3 living plants in the yard. I planted this mesquite tree here in the front, and these bottle brushes. These bottle brushes they require very, very little water. They have a little color to them. They look real nice when they mature. We're walking in towards the front entryway.
That one's got a little more color to it. That's got little. What are those called again? Bottle brush. Huh. Are they a type of cactus?
No.
Huh.
I'm really not a horticulturalist either.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this armored screen door, we had to take the other one out because it was ripped up from the bottom. So we replaced that. We replaced this light because the door that was here used to rub up against the old fixture. So I had to find a low profile front entry fixture where the door, when you open this armored screen door, it wouldn't rub up against the front entryway. Now, you'll see that there's a lot of color in this house. A lot of color, and it just so happens our prospective tenant happened to make the color selections and just really like the color selections that we made, and so she's very, very happy and looking forward to moving in. So we have like a dark brown, it's like a tobacco brown or a cocoa brown carpet. The color is called olive green, and I went with all semi-glossy enamel because it's easy to clean, it's real durable. The fan that was in here didn't work, so we had to remove and replace it. When you have vaulted ceilings like in this house, it's always important to get a good sized down rod in here. Not too much. 24-inch down rod would have been too much. That's an 18-inch down rod. As you can see, there's plenty of clearance for even the tallest people to walk under. So you can see there was no towel. All this tile I installed, and tile is very durable. It's the porcelain type today. Each tile was 68 cents a piece. Of course, you've got the cost of your labor and your thin set and your grouting after that. So really the price of the individual tile is only a small factor. But of course, if you can get, the less you can get it, you're happy with the look of it, you can go ahead and go with it. Now the kitchen that was in here had a peninsula right here, the old one. The cabinets were dirty and beat up, and I don't think they ever put any polish on them. This peninsula made this whole kitchen and dinette very small. And what we have now just was simply eliminating the peninsula that had like a breakfast bar here. Really, you could barely sit 3 people at it. You'd have one sitting here up against the wall and maybe 1 or 2 others. It was just really not big enough for its intended use. So I actually lost some countertop, but the kitchen is a really good size, semi-galley, L-shaped kitchen. There's plenty of countertop here. There's about 8 or 9 feet between the sink and the wall over there. We got the dishwasher. Now Home Depot has got these raised panel medium oak cabinets. They're really high quality and they're all in stock. We only had to order 1 double blind cabinet it took about 8 extra days in order to get that double blind cabinet. And this is the one I'm talking about right here. I call it double blind because we've got a little L here for the clearance of the door when you drop your door from the oven down. And so you've got some storage back in here, and that's why they call it double blind. Right now, labor and material is so inexpensive. I had an opportunity to pick up this granite. 3 pieces were 8 feet long and they were $168 a piece. Now, yes, sure Formica would have been less money. The opportunity to have almost indestructible countertop for, I'm going to say 170, say with 320, basically 2.5 times the cost of Formica is an unusual a deal. So I found it hard to resist. Now, I retired from building in 1997 after 25 years. I always used Sears appliances. And I checked prices from Home Depot, I checked prices from Lowe's, and a couple of other exclusive appliance suppliers that only sell appliances. And Sears, once again, came through with the lowest package price. So that's what you see, 25 cubic foot side-by-side refrigerator or builder basic dishwashers, fine. In fact, I've already cycled. It's very, very quiet compared to dishwashers of just a few years ago. They've got them running really quiet these days. The gas range, you can get the old style with the open orifices around the burner, but those are kind of dated now, so I got a nice surface, and when you remove this, your grid, it's easy to clean around. It's all one piece. You don't have to lift up the bottom of the range.
These come off too, don't they? So you can clean underneath here?
Yeah, those kind of pull off as well.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
And then a house, to me, whether we remodeled or new, it has to have a microwave. A microwave has just become part of the appliance package in a modern home today. So there is no formal dining room, but if you turn around, Mark, you can see that there's plenty of room for a really, really good size kitchen table there.
Yeah.
This house has no formal living room, but keep in mind it's 4 bedrooms and 1,570 square feet. Now, I have become a believer that you can have good, comfortable living with a 4-bedroom house in 1,570 square feet. And you can see as we walk through, you can see that the house is very, very livable. Okay. This has a separate, exclusive laundry room. When I say exclusive to laundry, okay, you don't have to walk through the laundry in this house that you see even in high-price homes to get to the garage. What we have, this other door, is a pantry. I mean, not a pantry, a linen closet. So the laundry's done here. There's plenty of room, for like small waste paper or accumulate your laundry here. with a collection bin or something. It's a good sized laundry room. This is the front entry guest closet, hanging coats and things like that. And Mark is standing in the 4th bedroom right now. All the bedrooms are really on the north side of the house. Bedroom 4, bedroom 3, bedroom 2. The family bath is, to me, a unique design. And the reason why I say that is because it's not only the main bathroom, but there's an entrance to the 2nd bedroom. So, you know, your older daughter, for example, can have a sense of privacy. All she has to go over is to the main and lock the passage door so she can have privacy from her very own bedroom into a semi-private bath. Okay, all the 3 bedrooms are 11 by 11 square, and the closets run about 5'5" wide and about 2.5 deep.
Let me shoot this way because it helps to know the other perspective. There's the bathroom again.
That's right.
Look in the other direction.
Yeah.
Looking down the hallway. Okay.
Yeah. And I put tile in all the bathrooms as well as in the kitchen, the front entry, because those are the high traffic areas. Now, I didn't spend much money on the carpet. The carpet's $6 a yard, but I did get a higher price pad, so the carpet has a luxury feel for it. So the master bedroom runs 15 by 12. It's good size. You've got 2 good, maybe 3 good walls to put a king-size bed, a queen-size bed, nightstand on both sides, almost in any position you want. That's really unusual to find in a small house. Now this house has some vaulted ceilings. I put the indirect lighting up above to give some volume, some depth, make the house feel like it has more room than it actually does. Now this master bedroom closet is kind of my pride and joy, okay? Because when I bought the property, there was only a single wire styled closet rod and shelf across here and little else. What we've essentially done is make this closet twice the size. Now someone might say, well, there's no hanger for long things. Well, you know, the gentlemen can fold and clamp their slacks, and they can hang off of these mid-size closet rods. Or if they say, hey, that's not good enough, I need to have, because I have some long gowns, that sort of thing. Well, I can simply take 14 inches off of this closet rod. I can put a closet rod clear across, and they can still have use of the shelves, and then they can have, hang their gowns right here. So it's not an issue, but it hasn't become an issue. But should it ever become an issue, there's plenty of room in this closet to expand it. Now the master bathroom, some builders, during the height of the boom, try to capture as much profit per unit as they possibly can, and this was no exception. When I bought this house, there was only this one sink, and builders only used porcelain on steel. Well, I have to keep in mind economies as well. So the only porcelain on steel sink that was available was in round. So that's why you see an oval sink and a round sink. The oval sink was original equipment, and the round sink is new equipment. This whole makeup with the new set of valves and the sink, cutting a hole in, draining it, carrying your soil pipe clear across the back of the cabinets, and the hot and cold water supply, okay, all cost me just under $200 is how we made that up. And this is original. This countertop and the cabinets in both bathrooms are have been restored. Restored in as much as I'm saying is just really soap, water, and pledge polish. I'm going to take a quick another look on the inside. The inside looks new, but simply all I did was wash the floor base, or the floor of the base cabinet, and then I etched it with acetone, and then I sprayed it with appliance white, and it looks brand new. The master bathroom tub is an upgrade. It's a little deeper, because ordinarily you'll see in a production house a master bathroom tub that's a little more than 32 or 36 inches wide. This happens to be 42 inches deep, so it's a little bit more luxurious in size, and it still has very little additional cost. And you know, I could have spent $15 on a shower curtain rod, but from the inside it adds a little bit more space when you draw the curtain to the width and the use of the tub for, you know, larger people or anybody who likes to have a little extra room in the shower. Both tubs managed to escape any damage by the vandals. This main wall here looks like it's got all the potential of being like an entertainment wall, where you could put a, you know, like a 50-inch, 52-inch, or 60-inch flat panel TV. Can you shut that off? Save whatever I could on the property. And this front door was one of them. It just so happens that it sticks a little bit, but it doesn't stick so badly that it's inoperable or needs to be replaced. Just a little soap and water clean this up. We had a couple of holes in here. Whoever owned the house before had a chain lock configuration. We just sanded it off, put some wood filler and sanded it off, and then just painted the door. Perfectly acceptable. Because after all, it isn't a brand new house, it's a remodel. Now, I'm going to call your attention to that pot shelf up there. You know, the design has got character. You know, you've got open ceilings, gives a sense of volume to the house, which makes the house feel bigger than it actually is. I enhanced that by just adding an electric outlet. I mean, the wire and the material is nothing. The labor was for two of them, one in the master bedroom and one in the living room here, is about $150 all in, because we had to, you know, wire it off of a switch, carry some outlet, carry some power up to the ceiling there, to the pot shelf in both cases, and then the fixture was like $40 plus the cost of the bulb. And they work on a dimmer switch and a regular on-off switch. And something like that, just a small little extra addition, makes the house, it gives the house character. You know, this house is going to be a rental house. And the tenant is come in here twice a week, every week, for the entire month that we started the property. In fact, she came in, I bought the house on Friday, March 5th. Sunday the 7th, she drove up, and I was working at cleaning the damaged walls and things out of here and preparing the house to get started for the construction. And she asked if I was going to rent the house. And I said, yes, I was. And I said, well, I know it looks like nothing. She said, oh, I know, but I love this neighborhood because it's walking distance to both the grammar school and the junior high school. So I've been looking at this house hoping somebody would have it available for rent. And I said, well, it will be. And she came over twice a week, every week, and it looks like she's going to be the tenant. And she says she wants to live here for like 10 years. Well, that's great. So if I can have, you know, a tenant for 10 years, you know, she's going to pay for my house like 3 times. So you can see, you know, like this sliding glass door. The former owners, the original owners, had a dog. Because if you look carefully, you can see the scratches where the dog scratched. Okay? But that single door being that it has to be tempered by law and it has to be insulated by regulation. Okay, it's a $250 replacement. So are those scratches so bad that I need to replace the door? No, they're not. And anytime you're doing these remodels, you're always going to make judgment calls every time. You know, do you want to make it perfect, or can you live with a certain amount of, when people realize that it's not a new house, that it's a remodel, you're going to see some imperfections, but it's got to be acceptable and it's got to shine among the neighbors' houses, especially in the market we are here now in Las Vegas. So you can see the jambs, everything is all clean, just like brand new. The windows, the screens have been replaced, and every single window, all the window coverings, all of them work. Everything has been trial tested in here. Every appliance, every light switch, every single outlet, and all the light fixtures. Did we talk about the backyard?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, the house came with this covered patio, and I thought it was a particularly nice feature. I have my own personal feelings about how to buy a house. I have always liked houses where the backyard faces east. Why? Well, in southern Nevada, it gets real hot here in the summertime. But because we're at 2,600 feet or 2,100 and some odd feet, depending upon what side of the valley you're on, it does cool down at night. And very frequently we'll have a nice breeze. Well, the house faces the west, so you've got the shade of the building covering your entertainment areas. And so you can enjoy your backyard. But on the other hand, if the house or the backyard faced west, you wouldn't be able to enjoy that house except for in the backyard, except for in the morning. So as a personal preference, I've always liked houses where the backyard faces east. This might be something other people want to consider. Now, I don't know about you, but an apartment, a premium apartment these days will come with a swimming pool. It'll be a gated community. There may be a workout area and some other amenities that run with the community. Well, what do we have to offer as a house? Because we have a yard. Now this yard didn't exist. It had dead trees. It had a big pond of water back here because we got some heavy rains in January here in Las Vegas. And so I had to reconfigure the drainage so when it rains, it doesn't build up in the backyard. So I had to get a couple of laborers, and we shot the grade so the water just naturally flows out of the backyard and down both the south side and the north side of the house towards the street. Now, one other thing is, I think that the former owner had this patio cover, also known as a lean-to, bought it as an option. That when it rains, we typically get a gully washer. It'll be like a thunderstorm, and you can get as much as like an inch in an hour, sometimes more. Well, that little lean-to roof is picking up the house roof, and it's running it down this downspout. Well, this downspout was filling out of the backyard and loading the backyard with water. The water was leaning up against the house. So, knowing that the deteriorating forces that come with standing water, I evacuated the water from both of these roofs into a corrugated black pipe, and we ran it down the sideline, down towards the street. So if you ever buy a property that has potential for water problems, and you can see it and envision it, you take care of it right away before damage takes place in your property. The feet are take very, very well in southern Nevada. And these are, you know, your 15-gallon trees. The trees cost $20, $25. But in a very few short years, I'm talking 3 to 5 years, these canopy out really, really well. In fact, they have a tendency to grow up faster than they grow out. So you have to manicure them 2 or 3 times a year when they start out at this stage. Mesquites don't start to grow until it really warms up. And I'm talking when you start getting the 80-degree days, you'll see the leaves come out. These leaves are actually last year's growth, and they won't fall off the tree until the new growth starts to come. So anyway, you got your eastern sun here, and when these trees grow up, you're going to get a lot of shade at your master bedroom. The gravel covers the 6 mil visqueen. The reason why I put the 6 mil visqueen down for this whole property, that the lot is 6,800 square feet, okay, cost me $200 plus labor to lay it down underneath the gravel. But if you know, it's pay it now or pay it later kind of thing. If I didn't put the 6 mil visqueen down, I would this year be looking at herbicide costs, because you're going to have weeds growing up through the landscape gravel, and defeats the purpose of having the desert scape. So these are one of the things that I've come to learn to do the hard way, like most people in construction. The site lighting, all in, cost me $250. You have to custom build it, because if you get the site lighting that's fresh out of the box, like a kit, it's typically the transformer that comes with it. What's going on?
Just taking a close-up of your little
site
lighting
the
there
lighting?
on the ground there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gotta get a close-up of that.
Yeah. The transformers that you have to custom size. If you want 10 lights, you need to have a 300-watt transformer. 10 lights at 20 watts a piece is 200 watts. And so I'm redundant by a third. As you can see, 300-watt transformer, 200 watts of actual consumption in 12-volt lighting. And all in with the wire and the lights and the transformers, the most expensive thing is about $250. It just gives, it makes the whole, at night, you know, after work, you want to sit out in the back patio and enjoy. It just makes the house feel so much bigger than it actually is, because you can see, the lights add depth to your yard. You know, perception becomes reality in this business. It was a modest cost in terms of what I bought. And, you know, I bought 2 bottle brushes, 4 Blue Point junipers, and 4 mesquites. All in, my landscaping in the whole house, $600 worth of gravel. I think what we bought was 10 tons plus delivery. All in, it was $600. All in, landscaper, labor, and material was just under $2,000. That's what it is. I didn't do anything on the north side, because basically all you got is 1, 2, 3 bedroom windows. The air conditioner compressor is back there, and the east-west north sideline fence. The local economy here in the nation pretty much knows that we've taken quite a hit for the first time in 40 years. Las Vegas has always had straight up growth. In the 11, 12 years that I've been here, I've seen fantastic growth in the city. All that's come to a standstill, but there are still people moving into Las Vegas. People love Las Vegas. And so we have this you know, depression in property values right now, but they're going to seek the bottom here, I believe, this year. And so anybody that wants to get into the Las Vegas market should, you know, the clock on that time is running out, so you should get in. Don't be in a big hurry. Find the right property for your abilities, and try to expect a 15% or more return on your investment. That's what I've done, and pretty close to achieving my desires. We've got about $75,000 into this property, and I'm looking to get about $1,400 rent plus utilities. That's it.